Hey, and welcome to another episode of Real Conversation. I'm your host, Nicole Jones,
And I'm Quana Terry.
and we would like to thank you guys for joining us here tonight um, on this marvelous Thursday evening. How you doing, my co-host, my beautiful co-host? What's going on with
I'm
you?
doing I'm doing well. Everything is okay. How are you, my co-host?
I'm doing excellent.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I like excellent.
yeah. I had a beautiful day. The weather was nice outside. You know, did what I had to do. As you can tell, I was off today. We love it when I'm off.
We do. As you can see, it's cold up north, and my turtleneck speaks for it all. While you have on a wonderful turtleneck and sorry, tank top and jean jacket. Oh, I'm kind of jealous, but it's
Oh,
cool.
sorry.
It comes with the territory.
Yes,
uh,
with her being up north and me being in the south.
for sure. All right, well, let's get this show started tonight. Nicole, what's our first topic?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so a few weeks ago we spoke about what's his name? Stefan Diggs. And him and Cardi B is having a brand new baby or whatever the case may be. But it was like speculation about him being, having another kid out there, whatever the case may be. Well, guess what? It's now come out that he got 4 women pregnant at this moment, including Cardi. Like, what is going on with this man? First, it was, Cardi's having his first kid. The woman who came out saying, "Hey, I got Stefan's kid," and now 3 other women outside of Cardi are pregnant at the same damn time.
Oh my God, what an overachiever! He was he he was sowing his royal oats for sure. Because it looks as if they're all like pregnant, like they're all around the same um term, you know? So it's
Yes,
like he was digging it in everywhere.
they all
Raw, might
pregnant, and I'm
I
like,
add.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good. No, I was saying raw, might I add. Like he is no condoms being used here. So that is 4 women that he has slept with, gotten pregnant, and just the no protection thing is mind-boggling to me. But okay.
Oh my gosh! So something just popped in my head. So they're saying that the younger generation now, right? How they're not, because we got STDs out here. There's the big one, there's HIV, stuff like that. But they're looking at it as, because they have medication for HIV, they don't care. They're out here literally using, having intercourse with no condoms because they really don't care, because they can control it with the medication for, either spreading it or not getting the full blown monster, as because I don't want to say the big A.
I just think that's the dumbest thing ever because you don't know how that is going to affect you, how it's going to affect your nervous system. And if you are someone who has an underlying condition, you don't know whether or not that would exacerbate the current condition. So why would you take that chance with your life? There's no way. Like, but hey, to each his own. I'm not judging. Actually, no, I am. That's nasty. But it is what it is.
Well, listen, I just hope that with every last one of those women, he's sitting up there, taking care of those babies if they are his. I know he's very had hands on with Cardi. He's looked like he's in love with Cardi, whatever the case may be. But I just hope if every last one of them are his, you do what you supposed to be doing, Mister Diggs. All right. Crazy.
Exactly. And I hope that Cardi protects herself as well and protects her assets. You know what I'm saying? Because even if, they end up going the distance and getting married and stuff like that, that money becomes, his money, in some cases. And these women could say, you know what, I need child support because he's making XYZ and he's also married to this superstar who is worth, hundreds of millions of dollars.
Right.
We need to increase our child support, it's just a lot of things that goes into that. And I'm actually forward thinking right now. But I just foresee an issue, if that is going to be the case, if they do decide getting married. I just foresee lots of paperwork, lots of divorce, sorry, lots of prenups going around the board because, child, ain't no way.
They didn't even get
Mm-mm.
married yet. You already
I
got
know.
divorced.
Listen, I see it. I already see it. This right here, this little triangle, actually, it's a square because it's how many of them?
So
It's four.
it's two others that he's pregnant, but there's another that already had a kid.
Oh,
So
okay. So that's four women, one guy. So that hexagon, right? That's what it's a pentagon. It's a pentagon. Pentagon. That pentagon it has a potential of getting very, very sticky within that. So, hopefully Cardi protects herself because she, out of all of them, has the most to lose.
right, I agree.
So, well, that's crazy. Um, Talking about the government shutdown. This is the longest government shutdown in United States history. Now, I know that Donald Trump promised a huge economic turnaround, but I think we're going in the wrong direction. Nicole, let me know what you think.
Listen, it's crazy because it's even though it's been how many days so far?
I'm gonna say what
Last 20. I know that much.
34, 36. I think there's a chart here that you have.
Yes.
Um, More than 36 at this point.
And it's so crazy how for each shutdown that we've had, out of all the presidents, he's the one that had the most, both his terms. And he keeps blaming everything on the Democrats. Like, I
He
don't understand
loves to.
if these are serious, like, situations that are going on that they're not buckling down because whatever choice he's trying to make is wrong. Don't you think you need to reevaluate so the government can open back up because he's affecting everybody. Them TSA lines are ridiculous right now. These people are not getting paid, and then food stamps. Even though the judge ordered for him to pay the food stamps, I heard he's trying to say that he's not going to do it. But then I heard his team say, no, we are going to honor what the judge said. We are going to, it's just going to take some time. It ain't take no time for you to hit that button for everybody not to get it. Shoot.
Yeah, because okay, it takes okay, you turned off the funding, but now it's just all about okay, this is what's allocated to this state. I think it's like pretty open and shut, right? It's just allocated to the state. These are how much they're supposed to get. These are the people that are due SNAP benefits. Let's go. I know that tech with technology because he shut off everyone, and I know people. From what I understand, when it comes to SNAP benefits, some people get it at different times, right, in a month.
Yeah.
So now you have to turn it on for everyone at the same time. There stands to be some sort of glitch in the system if they do that. So I understand them saying it's going to take time, but I think this is something that they should have been prepared for um, ahead of, they should have been prepared for it ahead of time. because they knew if the shutdown were to happen, they would have to turn it back on anyway. So there should have been some sort of provision in place that would allow for them to do the turn it on and turn it on in a timely fashion. They full of
Okay.
trash,
Okay. I don't. I
but
don't think
whatever.
that, even though there are people that get it at different times. I still think
Mm,
that it's all about um, putting it in the system for everybody to get it. I don't think it has anything to do with the date that they receive them. Also,
okay.
even with like Section 8. Now, I think they have their own separate funding for Section 8, but that has something to do with the government shutdown as well. And I heard here in the state of Georgia, the mayor basically said that no one has to pay. And I'm gonna say in Atlanta, no one has to pay rent, and the water people's water and lights will not be shut off. And I was like, I mean, that was very nice of him,
That's
because it's not
yeah,
their fault that it's not being paid. Their money is not being allocated to their account so they can pay their bills. It's not their fault in a
yeah.
way.
I
Some
mean,
people really can't afford these things.
yeah. The average American is living paycheck to paycheck. So, for you to be insensitive to say, and go as far as saying they should have 2 or 3 months of rent saved up in case of an emergency. I don't, I don't think that this is on somebody's radar when it comes to um not having money to pay whatever, not even getting a paycheck. Like you said, like this is actually the longest time the government has been shut down. So if you look at it, it says it was under the presidency of President Obama, it was 16 days, right? Does that say
Yeah.
16 days? And um the next president, I can't see that. Is 17 days, and there's that Clinton 21 days. So we're talking 2.5 weeks, um, or maybe even three going into with Clinton.
That
But
that looks like Connor, but
is that Carter? Okay, because I
I'm not
can't
really sure.
see
It says unknown.
what.
Oh no, I thought that's what his name was. I'm sorry.
No, and
Looks
I
like
can't see
Carter.
because you placed the logo over the term, so I can't see the year. But either way,
Look,
this I'm
actually,
hoping that this actually stops soon so that people can get the aid that they need and get back to work and get a paycheck. Get paid for what they actually work for. So
hmm
we'll see.
I got the term for you. I got the term for you. So she's, so eloquently went and put me on blast by saying I put the logo over the year. So let me get the
Sorry.
term. It's like, dang, you just smacked me right in the face.
I was like, I can't see that, and then I can't. Is that?
Oh, it's
I don't know who that is.
1978.
I don't even know.
Who was president in
Um,
1978? I think it was
that
Carter.
it was Jimmy Carter in 1978.
Oh,
Yeah, I think so,
I was
right?
right.
Okay, good job. Look at that. We be knowing. But I was like, because I'm like, I don't know what year that is. It's, I don't really know the way the presidents look. So I'm like, that gotta be. I know 78 was Carter. That's all I know. But
Listen, I seen
um,
his face, and it looked like, but I can't remember what he looked like. But it
yeah.
resembled him, so I'm like, wait, I think that's Carter.
Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, well, you were right. It's Jimmy Carter.
A
So,
little tiny.
just a little. I think I'm still jet lagged from Iceland, but we're not going to talk about that right now. Um,
Yes, we
hopefully,
are.
we'll tackle that a little bit later. So hopefully the government shutdown doesn't last too much longer, and people get back out there and get paid for the work that they've been doing, and also just everything goes back to normal. So more to come on that, right, Nicole?
Absolutely.
Speaking of the presidencies, um, where I did hear that on Monday, November 3rd, another beloved vice president, not even a president, but vice president, Dick Cheney, he passed away. I believe it was due to heart failure. And I know he had gone undergone a number of surgeries for his heart, and at 84 years old, he passed away. So he lived a full life. And one thing I liked about Dick Cheney, while he served with President George Bush, is like he was actually, I believe, one of the most influential vice presidents of our time, of our time. And I specifically liked him in 2021, where he sorry, in 20, was it 24, when he specifically stated that he was going to back Kamala Harris, because he did not feel that Donald Trump was fit for presidency. So he said it's not about partisanship. It's about what's right for our country. And I love that he said that,
Mhm.
because so many people will just vote because it's a Republican and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And it's like, no, like who is right for us? Who is going to do what is right for the greater good, not just for
Right.
their own interests? So I commended Dick Cheney on that. I was like, oh my gosh, like it made me like him even more. And him and his daughter actually endorsed or voted for Kamala Harris in that presidency, in that presidential
Absolutely.
run in 2024. So he knew what was coming. He knew. He's like, listen, this man is not even fit for the presidency. And I think it came on the heels of the thing that happened on January 6th. Remember in 2021? The insurrection, with all of those people storming the Capitol
Oh,
building.
yes, yes,
Af-
yes.
After that, I think that kind of like turned him completely off. And he was like, no, I'm not supporting that man. So yeah.
If you think about
Hmm.
it, why was something like that? That should have never even happened. Number one. Number two, after that happened, why would y'all even want him in that seat again?
Yeah.
He
I
showed
mean,
you exactly who he was on that particular day.
very true. And I believe that a lot of people were thinking about their own personal interests. Um, I can say that, no, actually, no, I know that. This is what I know, that people were thinking about their own personal interests when it came to this presidency,
Hmm.
and not thinking about what harm he could do, the level of harm that he can do. And we see it now. It's come to fruition, and a lot of people didn't think that it was going to affect them. They thought it would affect the minority, but
Mm.
now it's affecting everyone, and people are singing a different tune. Too late. That's what I
Well,
say.
I'm gonna just say we already knew.
Yeah, we knew. We already knew. So, it is what it is. It happened, but I don't want to sully Dick Cheney's moment with that information. So,
Agreed.
Dick Cheney, rest in peace. He was 84 years old. He passed away on Monday, October 3rd, 2025. And we just, our hearts and prayers go out to his family, friends, and as he was actually one of the most influential vice presidents of our time.
That he was.
And speaking of another president, another member of the White House uh, royalty, I would say, right? Speaking of this man, my grandmother still has him on, and his wife and his family on her mantle. She took everybody else down, but she got this man on there. Nicole, I'll let you introduce
Okay,
that.
so we all love this man, okay? From the time that he was, first became our president till this day, okay? He is the most amazing president we have ever had. No matter what anybody else says, okay? um, Barack Obama. He was
Woohoo!
out there, helping with the rallies, for candidate, and some lady, yelled jokingly, at him, and the way he responded made the crowd go crazy. Let's go to that clip, please.
Okay, all right. And just so you know, he just to piggyback on what Nicole said, he was actually at a rally in New Jersey, supporting that candidate. So you'll see it here.
I love you, but hold on. I heard you, girl. Just settle down. I'm here to talk to everybody, not just you. I mean, you look cute, but I am married. Michelle's fine too.
I love him.
So what he said was Michelle's fine too.
I heard him.
But he said Michelle is fine too. So when
it said it.
Oh, it said it? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But what I loved when I seen this clip, and it kept coming up on my feed, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta show this on the live. I was like, because he got some swag. When he speaks, listen, Michelle is a very, very lucky woman, because to be married as long as they have, and she's mentioned that they've had good and bad days too. Okay, but to see a Black couple who is in that limelight, and they're still together and kicking it strong. And I seen a video of her. Someone played this video to her, and she was like, "You want to?" I was like, "Yes, Michelle."
Yes.
Love this. We love it.
Yes, I loved it. He always has this playful banter, and he speaks so eloquently, and I just love his personality from what I've seen. We don't know him personally,
Right.
but I love him. And I also love his wife, Michelle. And when they speak so highly. About to say Nicole. They speak so highly of one another. And like you said, there were tough times, as they were coming up as a married couple, as even courting one another. There were tough times, but they've persevered. And to be able to see, Barack Obama where he is now, 2 terms, first African American president, like that's a huge feat. And I love to see him. So when he makes an appearance, I get excited when I see him. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like he's like a superstar for sure.
He really is a superstar. He has the persona of
Yes.
being a superstar, and I love it. I love it so much.
And let my grandmother tell you, she just loved that handsome man. While she has him on her mantle with no other family, just Barack Obama, just
Well,
the Obamas.
I believe all of our grandmothers, mothers, and everybody, they all love Obama and what he stood for. What he stands for.
Yeah, you know what? I think it was what he stood for, but also the fact that a lot of our grandmothers and some great grandmothers, if they're still here, they did not think that they'd ever live to see the day where a African American president will be elected, and not only elected for 1 term, but 2 terms.
Yeah.
It was a huge historical moment, and coming from where they came from with Jim Crow and stuff like that, they did not. I don't even think that this was imagined. So that's why I'm like, all right, Grandma, keep him up there. I get it, because it's a proud moment for her, and because it's like he won, we all won, almost,
I mean, it's a whole fact, but that's like, they experienced all that Jim Crow and everything back then, the segregation and all that for us to have Trump in office now, and he's trying to take us back to a world that we fought real hard to get from. So
Yeah,
I mean, it's not
I
gonna
think if
work.
people if people lose enough money, they're gonna start fighting against them. Trust me.
Oh, Target is already doing it. They're the first
Yeah.
ones that stepped up, trying to
Mm-hmm.
get that whole DEI back in order. Because they lost a lot of money.
Because I sure enough wasn't getting my yell from them.
I know, I know, I haven't been to Target since, but whatever.
Yeah, and actually, I feel like that's the power of what we can do, right? If we all rally together, we're stronger together. If we all rally together for a good cause to invoke change, change will happen. So, whatever,
Yes,
you
and
know?
like the fourth was just a few days ago. I hope you guys actually went out there and voted.
I
Because
did.
this is the election that really matters. Putting the people in place before the next big one comes up, which is the presidency.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Putting them in place, and being able to control the Senate and the House and the, Supreme Court, we those are super huge because these are decision makers on the state level,
Yeah.
It's important for us to go out and vote. And if you didn't vote, you know, please make it your business to do so next time. So, all right. Oh gosh. Oh, I love me some Barack Obama. Mm-mm-mm. Uh, what is next, Nicole? We are going to dive into minding the business that pays us. Okay? Minding the business that pays us. There are so many people who could be so much further if they just minded their business. So, minding your business, as I said it before, there's so many people that can get so much further if they're just minding their own business, but focusing on what's on their plate and not what's on another's plate,
Hmm.
right? Um, the amount of energy that you put into focusing on what someone else is doing and focusing on, things that don't concern you, the amount of energy that you place there or in those places can actually go to you so that you can do what it is that you need to do for you. Um, and a lot of people, for some reason, they just don't get that, Nicole. I don't get it. I just don't understand it.
Okay, so right here, I'm gonna have to say it because it keeps playing in my head. Just mind your
Okay.
business. Oh, just mind your business.
Like, really? I mean, listen, it costs nothing to do so. It costs nothing to mind your business. It really, I don't know what that derives from. I don't know why people want to make somebody else's life, their business, their own. I've
Okay.
never, yeah, I don't know.
I stay in
What
my
do you
lane.
think?
I stay in my lane. I stay in my lane. You know whose lane I stay in? Mine. I can care less about what's going on in somebody else's. It's listen. I don't understand it. I don't get it. People so busy. That's just like driving on the highway and there's an accident and people slow down just to see what's going on, right? Causing this big traffic jam. Or sometimes causing their own accidents because they was looking the opposite way instead of looking straight ahead. Just mind your business. That's it.
Hey, it's like what do they used to call it in New York? Used to call it rubbernecking delays or whatever. Rubbernecking
Right.
delays. It's real talk though,
Yeah.
because if you're focused on you and becoming a better version of yourself, when you put all of that energy into you, you don't have the time. Like there's no time to go and figure out what someone else is doing,
Correct.
right? Um, it it is a true it's a true recipe for success, right? Focus on you, nurture you, make sure that you're good, and you'll be successful. I don't understand the people who make fake pages to watch other people's page when they've been blocked. That I don't understand.
Okay.
I'm never, I don't understand that. It's like you're putting way too much time and energy into another person when you can put it into yourself. I'm probably never gonna understand it. I don't know, Nicole.
There's a lot of stalkers out there. Um, there are good ones and bad ones. Okay, whatever that may mean. But for those of you who are doing it for malicious reasons, there's this thing called karma. You know, um, karma makes a lot of things in your life go down the drain. Oh, I was just watching a little video. Remember that duck, that cartoon back in the days? The the ducky go down the hole.
Oh yeah, I remember
He go
that.
down the hole.
Was that Looney Tunes?
That was Looney Tunes. I just
That
happened
was
to
Looney
see
Tunes,
it,
yeah.
and that's basically what it is. Everything in your life goes down that hole. And it's gonna take a minute for you to get back, where you're supposed to be, or whatever. But there's no reason for you to literally pay attention to what your neighbor is doing, because while you paying attention to your neighbor, you're missing your own blessings. Whatever's supposed to be coming to you, you're missing all of that. So I don't understand
Sure are.
why, if Shaquana is over there, we in the club, and Shaquana's sitting up there doing something, Shaquana over there looking at something, doing whatever she's doing, and I'm over here, sitting at the table, sad and crap. There's a dude talking to Quana. I'm all up looking at her like, who that she talking to?
You
Why
know what?
why she got on that jet? She know. Nah, I'm just saying. We just joking right now. That was a joke. But um I can care less if Shaquana sit there and talking to somebody in the club. Quana, you talking to somebody in
Listen,
the club? Girl, we don't even go to clubs, okay?
there's a quote that I saw, right? And it says, to be busy minding other people's business is to leave one's personal business unattended to.
Ooh, I like that.
In other words, just mind your business, worry about your own affairs, and don't worry about what someone else has going on, right?
I like
Um, I have this. I have been telling everybody, if anybody brings me something, I'll laugh or whatever, and I'm like, you know what? Not my monkey, not my circus.
that. That's a whole fact.
Period.
Well, we do that all the time, but that's because we're in a different playing how you saying, we're in a different ball game. Okay, um, what a 20 year old might do, we not doing. And it has nothing to do with age, because we have a lot of people that's in our age range that's in up there playing that little 20-year-old game. So it has nothing to do with age. It's your mindset, and I really don't care what you're doing.
Yeah.
Y'all shouldn't care neither.
No, not at all. And again, when you do that, you take the focus off of you and what you could be doing. Energy goes where attention flows. I don't want my energy to go to anyone whom I don't like, one, or anyone who doesn't
Right.
mean me, anyone who doesn't mean me well. So I understand that concept. I understand that concept. So you know what? I don't watch people I don't like. I don't search for people I don't like. I don't search for people I don't talk to. I don't do any of that. So it's because I know what that does. So when people do that, it just it's mind-boggling to me. It's like, do you not know how this works, right? Do you not know? It's just
No,
weird.
they don't. That's the thing.
Obviously, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
thing. They don't know how it works. They don't. If they do know, they don't care. You know.
Hmm.
So it's a lot of different situations. Like
Hmm.
I don't like my thing is when people sit there and pocket watch you. Ooh, I cannot stand that. Don't try to count my money. Don't try to figure out what it is that I got. Worry about what you got. Worry about what's in your wallet or in your bank account, whatever.
That's a Capital One plug right there. What's in your wallet? I don't know why that just came to me. That's crazy. But
That was a
but
good one.
listen, Nicole's right. Like minding your own business is a full-time job. I need you to stay employed, okay? Stay employed. Mind your business.
That's all.
That's it. That's all you need to do, right? Mind your business. It's so funny. Like there's like so many different quotes that I've been seeing in regards to this, and it's like this is my last one for you guys. Sometimes the most difficult thing is to not be distracted by what everyone else is doing and to simply mind your own business and your own goals. There's so many distractions out there, but it takes discipline and it takes a level of um, I'm just gonna say, you know what? It takes a level of discipline. That's what it takes to
Yeah.
kind of focus only solely on yourself or what's even happening around you in your immediate circle, right? Focus on that and then do whatever it is that you need to do for you. And then you not worry about what someone else has going on. That's why I really can't get into like reality shows sometimes because I don't really care. I really don't care to watch these
Me.
people. I have no desire to like it like I'll watch maybe an episode or two, but then after that I get bored because I don't care about what you have going on.
Yes.
Let me
Thank
figure out what I
you.
got doing over here. You know what I'm saying? So
Thank
it's
you.
I have a different outlook on it.
See, and this is why we connect because
We be here,
that's
we be here.
yes, because that
Yeah.
is so true. Like I'm not that type of person that gotta be all up in yours. I don't care. Granted, you come to me, we speak, that's fine. Trust me when I say when you go that way, I'm going that way. I'm not figuring out what it is that you're doing. I don't want to be mean and say I don't care, but I really have that whole I don't care mindset. I really
Yeah.
don't, And this has nothing to do with your family and you trying to, help your family out or talking to your family about whatever. It ain't got nothing to do with that. There's a difference. You got to understand the difference. There's a lot of people out there that just don't know how to mind their business, and I gotta say it like that. That's just the way to say it. You gotta mind the business. That's all.
Yeah. I listen, I am so super zoomed in on my life and what I have going on. And of course, the people closest to me, making sure that they're okay, they're safe and protected. I have so many things going on in that realm that I don't need to add somebody else's stuff to me, right? So when I hear certain things again, somebody will tell me something and it's like, okay, listen, keep this a secret. I'm like, all right, you have to worry about me because I already forgot after you
It's
told me. I have way
it's
too many things going on.
it's
So
gone.
figure it out. Like what? Because it didn't directly affect me or concern me, it's almost like out of sight, out of mind. If it doesn't directly concern me, then I don't really think about it. But even if it's something that's low vibrational that directly concerns me, I try not to give it any juice
Mm-hmm.
because
That's how it
that's what these
grows.
people want. That's what they
Mm-hmm.
want. They want that juice. They want that juice. You got the juice now, man. They want the juice. Okay? But I gotta watch that movie.
Listen,
But anyway, like
listen. We can do this all night.
we're not So mind your business. Don't give away your juice, okay? Don't give away what makes you you. Focus on you. Crush those goals. Then once you crush it, get another goal and crush that one, and just keep rising. Okay?
Keep rising
So,
to the top.
hey, give it all you got. So, well, that was a good show. Thank you so much for watching Real Conversation. Again, I'm your host, Quantitary,
And I'm your host, Nicole Jones.
and you can find us every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube at real_convos_podcast. And you can find us on Facebook as well. Nicole, where can they find us?
At Real Conversations 2021 and Real Conversations.
All right. So we thank you so much for watching us, and God bless.